Hey everyone, how's everyone doing during this coronavirus outbreak? So what I want to do is, I've actually had just in the past few days several busy working moms ask me how they're going to handle being home with the kids, because a lot of schools are closing, a lot of businesses are work from home now. And I spent a lot of years doing behavior management and creating behavior charts, not only for my kids, but for other families as well. It was something that I was employed to do and something I'm good at. And so I want to just share with you a couple ideas, a couple tips and tricks that might be helpful for you. And here's one that I find most people skip over, but it's actually super easy, awesome, and innovative. And it's something that you can do together. So you can actually take your kids, depending on the age and the stage that your kids are at, it might look a little bit different, but you can actually take your kids and make a family project out of looking on the internet for things that they would be interested in doing. Okay. And once you do that, print them out, cut them up. If you have a laminator, laminate them. If not, tape, whatever works for you. Get creative. Just have fun with it. Okay. But allow everyone to have a say in some of the things that you could do around the house or in your backyard. Something that you don't need to spend money for, something that you can kind of put together at home. Okay. And then what you're going to do is you're going to create categories. Now I'm going to show you what I mean by this so that you can see how you can make it work for you. All right. Let me flip my camera around. So here's ours. And what we did is we created categories. So here is outside. All right. So these are some things you can see. This is in kids writing, right? We all did it together. And then some of them are mine because we all pitched in and got curious and playful about what we could put. So this is outside stuff that we can do. And then the next one is inside stuff that we can do. And then the next one is quick stuff that we can do. So if we only have a little bit of time before, say, bed or something like that, okay? And so I'll tell you some examples. And you can see what I mean by this isn't going to cost a bunch of money. We already have bubbles. They get to pull it off. We can blow bubbles. Boom. That's an outside activity, okay? So if I want to direct them to what they can choose, because they get really excited about being able to choose something, I'll direct them, hey, go pick out an outside activity. Or, hey, we're going to do an inside thing. Go pick out an inside activity. Or, hey, we have a few minutes before we're going to eat lunch or whatever. Okay, you can pick out a quick activity. And this is something, honestly, you can make this work for all ages because we're going to be spending more time together. We're going to be spending more time inside or around our neighborhoods, right? And what that means is we need to have ideas at hand. Isn't it hard? I know for my kids, when we're like, all right, we need something to do. And I'm already, maybe trying to do the dishes or whatever. Like there's other stuff around the house that I want to get done. I can allot a specific amount of time that I want to allot according to my schedule of what needs to get done for the day. And I can say, okay, during this time, we're going to be able to choose something from our chart that we can do together. You don't even have to do it all as a family. Maybe you're going to spend some time with your 5-year-old first, and then you're going to spend some time later with your 15-year-old, right? Maybe they want to do something separate. That's okay, because what you're going to have is categories that fit the needs of your family. Okay, so this is just a tip and trick that I think is really helpful to have now that we're going to be spending more time together in our homes, and who knows, for the foreseeable future. We don't know how long that's going to last. Give it a try. It's so much fun. And you can find other ideas online of what you could do at home if you're kind of stuck for ideas. That in and of itself is a fun project you can do together. Okay. So the other one is, it can sound challenging, but practice patience. I hesitate to say that because I know that a lot of us want our kids to practice patience, right? But remember, we're the models for our kids. And when I say practice patience, what I mean is not to force yourself or beat yourself up, but instead, in the moments when you are like, oh my gosh, I'm going to pull my hair out. In that moment, ask yourself, okay, this is really frustrating. You see the stuff at top. We were getting our kitchen redone. I forgot that was there. I need to take that down. Sidetracked. Okay. So anyway, when you start to notice when you're struggling with patience, that's the time to ask yourself, all right, I feel like I'm going to pull my hair out. I'm going to freak out on my kids. That's the time to ask, how can I practice patience right now in this moment? And when you ask yourself that question, that in and of itself is going to help pull you back if you're willing to really be serious about it, right? That in and of itself is going to pull you back and help you assess how you can either step back or handle that situation differently. And as you do that more and more throughout this time that you're spending together with your family in increased quantities, your kids are going to start to see that. And I'm going to give you an example of how quickly our kids can pick these things up, even when they're 2. So my 2-year-old, when he gets frustrated, he'll have his regular 2-year-old emotional breakdowns. And so what I'll do is I'll actually go up to him and I'll put my forehead against his forehead. And I'll say, look at mommy. And I'll deep breathe. I will deep breathe. I can't tell him to deep breathe. He doesn't know what that means. But when I do that to him and I make contact with him, he can feel it. He can sense it. I'm modeling it for him. I'm using his language, right? To just say to my 2-year-old, take deep breaths. He's not really going to grasp that concept fully, especially when he's already in an emotional state. Okay, so our kids pick things up. My husband told me the other day, he said, you know what? I think he said he was frustrated about something. And my 2-year-old went up to him and said, they catch on. They catch on. So in those moments when you are struggling with patience, if you know your kids are struggling with patience too, right now my kids are throwing Legos all over the dining room. If you know your kids are struggling with patience too, then they need to see how you're handling it in order to figure out how they're going to handle it too. Okay, so those are my 2 tips, tricks for today. Leave comments below. Let me know if you have questions, and I'll be happy to keep updating this so that as you're trying to figure this out, I know we all are, we're all trying to figure out how to make this work the next few weeks or however long it's going to be. Let me know, and I can help you out. All right, y'all. See you later.